Chapter 61-71. Manager Chen scolded, "Is that BA5 tard from Eastcliff crazy? He spent 20 million to buy it back. What the hell will it cost Liang Yun if he finds out that he was fooled?" The vendor blurted out, "I don't know how happy this big collector in Eastcliff is. Let me tell you, that bronze Buddha is not an imitation of the Ming dynasty at all. It is a gilt bronze Buddha from the Northern Song dynasty. What is its scientific name? It seems to be Venerable Supinchuo. It can be sold for at least 70 to 80 million. Liang Yun sold it to him for 20 million, but he missed it." Manager Chen suddenly jumped up to 3 feet and shouted, "What are you talking about? You said that thing is from the Northern Song dynasty? Doesn't that mean that someone sold me a bronze Buddha worth 20 million for hundreds of thousands? Not only did I not take it, but I also damaged him, and then Liang Yun bought it and made a profit of 20 million. That's right." The vendor also saw the excitement and blurted out, "Manager Chen, what if you left that bronze Buddha behind yesterday? Then you are the one who earned 20 million today. You are missing out on 20 million, Manager Chen." Manager Chen felt as if his chest was smashed by a huge boulder, and he almost cried out in pain. When he thought about missing 20 million, he gritted his teeth and yelled with splitting eyes, 20 million ER. I am FU.CK. Manager Chen was able to run a rat warehouse in the antique shop and wanted to run away from Peter in order to ensure that his position was not threatened at all. This shows that he attaches great importance to his interests. And what he desperately wants to keep is nothing more than a job with an annual salary of hundreds of thousands a year. And by the way, he can make hundreds of thousands of money. But what he didn't expect was that in order to keep such a job, he would miss out on a huge sum of 20 million yuan. This was like a bolt from the blue to him, and it was even more uncomfortable than killing him. What he didn't expect was that he missed out on the 20 million. And ended that money going around in Peter's pocket, which made him feel worse than death. So, he immediately hung up the phone on the vendor, picked up his cell phone, and called Irvin. He knew that Irvin had set his WeChat account to Do Not Disturb, so he called him directly. Irvin was sleeping soundly this time when his cell phone suddenly buzzed. He picked up the phone impatiently. When he saw that it was Manager Chen calling again, he answered the phone angrily and blurted out, "Didn't I tell you? If there is anything, send it to WeChat. I will check it when I wake up. Why are you calling again?" Manager Chen was as anxious as an ant on a hot pot and said, "Brother Irvin, something big happened." "What happened?" Irvin asked disdainfully. Did Liang Yun get beaten up for selling fake goods? Or did he know that he was deceived and went to the police? By now, Manager Chen was deeply disgusted with Irvin's confident attitude. The flattery completely disappeared at this moment, and he shouted to Irvin almost hysterically, "Fake! Fake! Fake! Where the H3LL is that fake? That fake you prepared for him, he just sold it for a total of 20 million. Can you sell me the same thing if you are so good at it? I was also tricked by you into making a video and spreading it. The thing I kicked out is worth 20 million, where can I put my face? Will I still have the face to show up in the antique street? Irvin, you've done me a frightful job." Irvin was questioned by Manager Chen out of the blue, which made him a little confused. Although he had often heard such words before, after following Orville, no one dared to talk to him like this. Just when he subconsciously wanted to scold Manager Chen angrily, he suddenly remembered what Manager Chen had just said and asked in shock, "What did you say? That thing was sold by Liang Yun for 20 million. Yes." Manager Chen gritting his teeth, he said, "The miscellaneous guy running the stall in Nanchu saw them complete deal with his own eyes. A collector from Eastcliff gave Liang Yun 20 million on the spot." As he said that, Manager Chen, who was burning with anger, had lost his mind. He continued to scold, "Oh, by the way, that Fu.King imitation of the Ming dynasty bronze Buddha you made so smartly is actually from the Fu.King Northern Song dynasty. You know the gilt bronze wares of the Northern Song dynasty, right? That's what the Fu.CK it was. You can't fuck King recognize it without the guilt outer layer. Do you Fu King eat this? I always thought I was the biggest parallel importer in the antique street, but I didn't expect you. These idiots are worse than me. Do you know that if this news gets out, I will be damned. Ned. Fu.ck, Irvin didn't care about the other party. The angry words made him break out in a cold sweat. Irvin was much smarter than Manager Chen. After hearing the whole story, he immediately realized the biggest danger he was facing now. That danger is Jacob. Whether this thing is worth 20,000 or not has little to do with him. Master Cheng and the others made the things, and then he introduced Jacob to buy them. Later, Jacob bought it and the money went into Jacob's pocket. The whole thing had nothing to do with him. He was just a matchmaker. In other words, it is worthless and he cannot lose a penny. If it is worth 100 million, he cannot make a penny. But the key is who Jacob is, and Irvin knows him very well. Among the people in the world who truly understand Jacob's style of acting, Charlie ranks first, Irvin ranks second, and neither Elaine nor Claire can compare with them.